Morning internet, first run out of 2025, and I thought I'd do you a short introduction to a little gadget I've made to well, hopefully improve some of my video quality, and just wondered if anybody else would be interested in giving me feedback or giving me their views on whether it's worthwhile producing in some greater quantities. So, little gadget that I've made is something I've called a FULLVIEW360. It's a small bearing mounted gadget that sits between my camera mount and my camera. I've been using the Insta360 X4 for almost a year now. Absolutely love it, but the one thing which is a little frustrating is that the quality output, by the time you zoom in, crop in and that kind of thing, is something like 2.7K, maybe a little bit less if you're zooming. And it's consistently not quite as good as some of my mates who are producing their video. And I just thought, well, what can I do to improve that? And the key thing is that processing power on the X4 just isn't there in order to be able to process 8K proper, as in two full 4K cameras forwards and backwards. So what we have is a situation where the POV cameras, the likes of GoPro, the Insta Ace Pro, the DJI Action Pro 5 and so on, they just produce better bog standard 16:9 output. It's as simple as that, and that's just because that's what they do. So I thought, well, since 99.9% of all the video I produce when I'm riding on the motorbike is either forwards or backwards, what I need is either two cameras, one mounted forwards, one mounted backwards, or I need to be able to use just one for the sake of ease, cost and editing. Would be just to use a single one, but to have it mounted on some kind of bearing where I can be looking forward 1 minute and then looking back the next minute, like this. So I made myself a little gadget, and it mounts between my normal camera mount and the camera itself, and it just means that if I want to do a forward view and a backward view, I don't have to stop the bike, undo the turnbuckle and turn it round. Now, the way I've designed it, it's built in with 45-degree stops. I can move it with my finger. As you can tell, it's very, very light to turn. And here we are looking forwards again. So, the reason for producing it like this was I do see that there are one or two other items on the market that are similar, but reading the reviews, they're a little bit mixed. Most people seem to like them, but they are possibly a little bit mechanical. This is not mechanical at all. Although there is a bearing in there, but it's a high precision stainless steel bearing, so it will handle water and that kind of thing. Obviously mounted on a motorbike, you need to be wary of water ingress, but it is very, very easy to turn. Because it is mid-mounted, there's no problem with wind spinning the camera around or that kind of thing, but it is as easy as turning it round by hand without actually having to stop the bike. So there we are, now looking backwards. It's that easy. So maybe I need to work on the positioning of the camera a little bit more, I don't know. But what do you think, internet? Is this something that is worth producing on a slightly wider basis so that you can use your POV camera looking forwards, looking backwards, looking sideways, and easy to turn and adjust without having to stop your bike? And then undo the turnbuckle and make the relevant adjustments. What do you think? Any feedback would be welcome. Any comments would be highly valued. So over to you, everybody. What do you think about the FULLVIEW360?